And welcome back to another episode of TBS where I am hijacking the DM's chair.
What?
This is
Wes
unfair.
is a player now.
What? Again?
Just kidding. Welcome back to another episode of Minds of Phandelver. I am Nathan. I am your dungeon master this evening. Joining with me today is Owen, Ahmed, myself, Wes, Liam, and V. And we left off, our party was in the middle of combat. And we have some backup. As Owen is here this session.
Yay.
And let's get right into it, shall we?
Mambo. Buffa.
Who did that, man? Ah, that's what's happening.
Okay, so here we are. We are still in initiative, but not in combat yet. Darmoon. Um, how do you come into the battlefield as you come running up this northwestern path here?
I'm, I'm just gonna like go as fast as I can, but run in, say, what did I miss?
Big old dragon. Wow. Medium old dragon. In there. Scary.
He points
Also, I got
to
this. And I show him my cool Vorpal longsword.
That looks sick as hell.
It is.
as Bosco points to the northernmost building. There is a young green dragon in it. With a. Do you tell him about the hoard of loot that the green dragon has, Bosco?
No, I just mentioned the dragon.
Okay,
Correct
you
me if
know
I'm
that there.
Does dragons have any prisoners up there? Is that something that we're tasked with doing?
You did not see any from your expedition, Azio. You did not see any prisoners up there.
Azio's gonna just kind of stroke the feathery part underneath his beak, and he says, "Would it not be simpler if we were to just move on and not potentially be roasted by a green dragon?" Forgive me, I know we've just met up, but I'd rather not lose
What's
any
the
of my
fun in leaving
feathers.
now when we're already here?
What was our
Well,
goal
if you
here?
would like to take him, I don't want to lose any of my feathers, thank you.
Your goal here is to find any survivors that may be present and deal with the dragon cultists that are somewhere in this area.
Hmm.
Anyway, as you guys have this conversation and catch up Darmoon, you see that Darmoon has brought backup.
Yeah.
Darmoon has brought in Sildar Hallwinter from the Lord's Alliance
Oh my god, I thought you were gonna
to
be like
help you
Croc is
guys.
back from the grave.
Yeah, Sildar Hallwinter comes up and says, "Ah, hello there, my fellow adventurers. Um, Darmoon has brought me here to back you guys up in this fight. I heard there is a young green dragon in that tower over there.
Where'd you hear that?
Oh, I overheard the conversation between you and Darmoon.
Oh, I thought you were saying that's why you came here.
Ah, yes. Well, Darmoon asked me for help. I didn't know there was a young green dragon until I overheard your conversation.
All right.
Sildar, as you for the crown.
Yes, sir. What can I
Do
do
you
for
have
you?
any expertise in slaying dragons?
Dragons? Unfortunately not, but I'm sure with all of us together we can handle it.
Sharian, Shafina, do you guys have any input on how we might be able to deal with our scaly friend?
Personally, I like the idea of just fighting them, but I feel like that might not be the best option looking at our current situation.
Depending on its intelligence, we could maybe talk to it.
That could be an option.
Okay. So where do you guys want to go next? You are able to move freely, not in... You guys aren't moving in initiative order right now, so
Um,
totally up to you.
okay. We're not moving initiative, right?
Nope, you guys can move
Okay.
together as a group just to make this quick.
Remind me on what the dragon's room looked like because I flew up to the window there and I actually looked in, right? Can you remind me on how the room looks, how many windows there are, what the entrances are like?
Yeah, so you have one window on this left side here.
Okay.
Door to the north, door to the south to get in. And
And
then
that's
there
the main
is,
building portion there.
and it's the main building portion there.
Okay.
And then the east door here is where the tower is and where the green
Okay.
dragon is at right now
And the
with its
green
foal.
dragon's on the top level of it, right? So if we go through that building there, we have to climb up a flight of stairs to reach to the top?
Yes, that is correct.
Fuck, I'm having a bad brain fart here. Can everyone remind me of your races?
Dragonborn?
Dwarf.
Dragonborn.
Well, that goes that idea. Unfortunately, perhaps our dwarvish friend is a bit too heavy for myself to carry up to the window. Perhaps I could fly a rope up, and we could attack it from two directions, or coax it out of the building. I have no formal combat
I
training.
think of coaxing him out of the building is probably our safest bet because I feel like we shouldn't be in an enclosed space with a dragon, just speaking from experience.
Should we try and check out if we're bringing it out here? Should we try and check the other places to evacuate any survivors before we fight it in the open air.
That would be a good
That
idea.
sounds
Yeah.
like a marvelous idea.
All right. You have 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 buildings to choose from.
Well, we'll probably go to the closest one first, and
Um,
also the
Sharian?
furthest away from the dragon.
Yes.
Could you perhaps scout out the building on the top left, and then after you do so, could you keep an eye on the Dragon's Tower and keep us updated on any movements? And then we can have the rest of us move south, check out the buildings, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Sure.
Okay. So Sharian is going to go up
Right side.
into.
Sorry, right side. The blue covered building. Right side. Apologies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so the path up here. I'm gonna stop you right there. Sharian, please make a dexterity saving throw for me if you'd be so kind.
19.
So as you are walking up this eastern path here, you notice that there is webs on the ground in front of you, in front of this building, that stretch out to the forest area. You successfully avoid the webs as you continue to go up the path and up to this northeastern building.
Okay.
Do you want to go in the building or do you want to stay outside of it?
Well, I want to scout it out first. So I want to peer into some windows if there's any.
Okay, make a perception check.
6.
You see a window on this on the south side of the building. So you go over there to investigate, and as you try to look through the window, you see that it is very fogged up and caked with dust and ash, so you can't see anything unless you go inside.
Okay. I'll peek my head in through the door.
Okay.
I'll also try to be silent.
As you poke your head in through the door, you can see 5 zombies. As you walk to the door, you see 2 zombies are prone and seemingly unaware of your presence. As you look through the main door here, you see 2 more zombies who are also in the same state as far as you can tell.
Okay. I don't go any further. I slowly back off.
Okay. About here-ish?
Yeah.
Okay, what are the rest of you up to?
Sweeping the other buildings.
Alright,
To the ones of share. You
What?
can focus on the other people because I've been talking a lot.
Yep,
Azio
so...
wants to go for the
You want to
Okay,
go for this building, correct? On the bottom left?
where I want to start.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Don't break things.
okay, so I'm assuming you're gonna keep your marching order the same.
I was thinking we would spread out a little bit more, just to
Okay.
scout out the buildings. So send me to the one directly east there, directly east past
Okay.
the spider webs. If you want me to roll dexterity.
Yeah, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Cool. Excellent. This is perfect. Yep, excellent. Let's see here. Sorry, what am I rolling? Dexterity saving throws?
Yes.
6.
Hell yeah.
As you are running over to this upper eastern building here, you try to avoid the webs, but aren't as gracious as Sharian was, as you are caught in the webs.
This is positively disgusting. As I try to pick at getting any of the spider webs off of me, realizing that I'm caught and I'm just picking at it still.
Camera cannot stay on my laptop. Save its life.
Did I just stop?
So as you try to like get out of the webbing, uh roll a move silently?
Eek. Okay. Stealth that would be. Okay.
Or stealth.
Little better. 14.
As you are trying to free yourself, one of the spiders in this building notices you and is going to come out to greet you. No! Why did you do that?
Yeah, put him over
Wait.
there. That's fine. Anywhere not near me sounds great. Azio is shitting bricks. As like, the rest of the party hears him like kind of wander off by himself. Trip. This is disgusting. And then I go, oh, like not even words at this point. The whole time, like freaking out.
Can somebody go tell him to be quiet?
Um,
No?
whose actions on this first one, Nate?
Azio, you are in combat now.
Excellent.
You are the first to act. What do you do?
That's a fuck. Hold person would not work for this speedy boy, right?
No.
Is he within combat range of me?
Yes.
Uh, with a nasty old expression on Ozio's face, he's gonna say, I'm gonna regret this. And he's going to reach out his hand, touch the spider, and cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay, go ahead and
So I believe I have to make a attack roll. Hold on, let me pull up the spell. Sorry, I had another plan, but it didn't
you
work.
make a
So
melee spell attack against the target.
melee spell attack. That is 14 plus for 1 total.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, and it's not wearing armor, right?
Nope.
Okay. So only 1d8. Really? That's lame. Okay. 1d8 lightning damage. 1 lightning damage. But it also cannot take reactions until the start of its next turn.
Yes, sir.
Fuck me, buddy. Holy.
Okay, Spider 1's turn. It is going to make a bite attack at you. I was a cock. Does an 18 hit? Hello?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Yes. 18.
18 hits. Okay, cool. That is going to be 9 piercing damage. Azio, it's back to you.
Bloody hell, how am I on mute again? You said 8 damage?
Yeah, 8 damage.
Okay.
Were you at max health before this combat started?
I believe so. I'm a ranged combat person, so
Yeah, if you are not, you did have the short rest, so you gain 1 hit die of health.
yeah, so I probably was at max, so now I'm down to 15 HP.
Cool.
Fucking, what do I want to do here? Just Misty Step. Misty Step 5e. I'm just making sure this doesn't cause a reaction.
Doesn't it not have reactions anyways?
I took its next turn.
Well, that's kind of. Oh, I guess. Yeah.
Because I attacked
that's more
first.
for. Yeah, more for other.
Yeah. Yeah, it's instantaneous, so I'm going to Misty Step, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Keep in mind that these 10-foot squares.
Okay. 5, 10. Get me as close to Dawn Moon as possible.
10, 20, 30 feet gets you here.
Sure. If these are 10-foot squares, did the spider actually make it to combat range to me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. And I believe that's it. That's all I can do with my turn. Technically, I have a
Okay.
move.
Yes, you do.
Do I have another 30 feet that I can run behind Darmoon?
Yes.
Perfect. Get me behind Darmoon on that grassy patch there, just so I can have a human shield.
10, 20, 30.
And that's all.
All right. The spider's turn. It is going to dash 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. All right. Now that the spider is in range, everybody goes back to initiative. Everybody is in combat now. So, back to the top of the initiative order, it is Azio.
I should be go. I went first, so it should be the third person in initiative because I'm the highest initiative, right?
Yeah, so it was your turn, then the
And then it was the
spider's
spider's
turn.
turn, and then it should be the third person, which I believe would be Darmoon.
Sildar rolled higher in initiative.
Then it's Sildar's turn.
Yeah, and then it's Darmoon on deck. So Sildar, seeing
Right,
this
give me a second.
for sure. Can we just take a quick break? All right, and welcome back from our quick break. The spider is going to strike at Azio with disadvantage because you are in brush.
Hold on. Just so that I'm clear, because I'm not used to playing with 10-foot squares. I'm kind of using Darmoon as a human shield, or like that's what at least I was attempting to do with my move over here.
I don't think. Well,
Okay.
you weren't able to get totally behind him. You only had 30 feet of movement.
So if the spider can still hit me, does Darmoon get an attack of opportunity? Like, because that's
Yes.
kind of what I was hoping for. Even if like I'm not saying don't hit me, I'm saying at least let me get a hit back, like that kind of thing.
Yes, Darmoon does
Okay,
get
per.
attack of opportunity on this.
All right, awesome. I just wanted to double check on that. I have an AC at 12, so everything hits me.
Does a 3 hit?
Yes. No, it does not.
Okay, Darmoon, roll your attack of opportunity against this giant spider.
Legend.
22.
22 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's 5 damage.
Cool. And Darmoon, it is coincidentally your turn.
All right. I'm just gonna swing another time at the spider.
Go ahead and roll.
Does a 19 hit?
19 hits, roll damage.
All right. 8 damage.
Spicy. Ha, my phone battery's at 69%. Nice.
Nice.
It is the Nothic's turn. The Nothic is going to attempt to go through your space, Bosco. And then the Nothic is going to make 2 attack. He's going to multi-attack. 2 claws.
Sounds like a good night.
One will miss, but one does hit. That is 8 slashing damage. This thing is looking very fucked up. As it is now Shafina's turn.
Which S am I again? Am I the cooler S?
You're the cool, like, white and blue one.
Okay. The thing directly in front of me, that is a cannon, right?
Yeah, you have a cannon to your
Okay.
south.
I'm like
You have
looking at it. I'm like,
Bosco's artificer cannon to your
Yeah.
south.
I was just
And
trying
you
to
have
confirm that it wasn't a creature, because
yeah, and
Um,
you have a spider to your north.
I'm gonna swing at the spider. Then.
Go ahead and roll an attack for me.
That is a 26.
26 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Sorry to
What?
interrupt, but I went to go grab my notebook to take notes, and I grabbed a pen, and then I got down to sit down and write something. My ink's gone.
Oh no.
Ooh,
Did you use it to clean your bowl or something?
No, I haven't done that. I have a poker poker. I haven't done that in years.
Oh, true.
This one's also missing lead. Oh,
Hmm.
it's right here.
Shafina, what is your total? What's your minimum damage?
My minimum damage?
What is your minimum damage?
I guess it would
1
be
plus strength.
6.
How do you kill this thing?
Oh, actually?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Minimum damage takes it out.
I didn't even think about that. Okay. She turns around and like splits it in half. Because that feels like something she would do.
Hell yeah.
It's like casually just
Yeah, as you strike this spider clean down the middle, it just falls apart and splits open and falls to the ground dead. You are out of combat
Yay.
for
Yay!
now.
What's that? What's the NPC guy's name?
Sildar Hallwinter.
How do you spell that? Yeah.
Sildar.
Oh, so how it sounds? That's gay. You could have gone for like a TS or a C. These game developers are lazy, man. I don't know.
Or maybe it's pronounced that way because that's how it's spelled.
All right.
Yeah, what's in building number 3?
Everybody moves down.
I'm gonna take building 3 for 500, Alex.
Rip Alex Trebek, man. That man's a legend.
Dude, that guy was a
What?
legend.
What is...
As you go into the building,
What?
you find an elvish man that looks like he is dressed up in this druid's attire with various sticks and brush-like material that's very fitting for a druid. As you enter,
Are you a zombie?
he points his quarterstaff at you,
Yeah,
and
I point my Vorpal longsword and say, "Are you a zombie?"
a zombie, please. I am very much not a zombie, thank you. What are you doing here?
You know what? I'm gonna turn around and be like, I'm not gonna save you if you're gonna have that kind of attitude.
I don't know who you are. There's dragon cultists here.
Yeah, and there was a savior, but not anymore. As I go to walk out the door.
Alright, fuck you too. I'll handle myself.
Good luck.
You as well, you fucking contemptuous creature.
I don't need it. I've got plenty of combat abilities. Looks like you have a stick.
As Bosco comes
I'll,
back, and that guy sounded like a real tool.
I'll
Yeah,
shove this stick up your ass.
you can certainly try. There's a survivor there. I know we're supposed to save him, but that guy was, as our new friend just put it, a tool. Let's go on to building
Shall
number
we
4.
move on then?
Hey, you can come find us when you get scared.
Alright, I assume it's this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shafina, go check that one out.
Whoa!
Whoa, that's a lot of bees.
I got it. I know how to combat bees. I have a history with bees.
Alright, Shavina.
I would love to ask further questions about that later.
You guys will just walk
Tina doesn't
down.
give a fuck. She's doing her own thing. She's just like, hell yeah. Let's go
Alright,
beat the shit out of something.
What are these things?
These are tree blights.
Oh, good.
Hell
Wait,
yeah.
they're bad guys, right?
This then?
Yes, they are
Yeah,
bad guys.
in the front of the doorway, I'm gonna
Is there actually 7
I'm gonna
of them?
send in fire at it. 15-foot cone of fire.
Yeah, it's your turn in combat.
Oh, sweet. Even better. Let's see here.
Truly
It would
marvelous.
be okay. What's my spell save DC? Gonna be a 13 DC save.
Okay.
To whichever ones I can hit from here. It's a 15-foot cone, so it could probably hit. I'd say at least the front 5.
Yeah, you are the front 5 tree blights are in your spell range.
Yup.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have enough d20s for this, which is crazy.
Sweet.
You have 3 passes and 2 fails. So the 2 in
Okay.
front here are failing. The 3 in the middle row are going to pass.
Okay. They will take.
Do I want to waste the silvery barbs on this? On one guy?
3 guys. Oh, do you only get to use it on one?
Yeah,
only mid.
silvery barbs only affects 1 die roll.
I mean, 13 isn't a crazy high DC, so chances are he just passes it again.
Okay, fair enough.
Is there any is this house entirely empty, or what's other than these guys in it, or what else is in there?
You see 2 corpses are strewn about along this eastern wall behind these 2 tree blights.
Yeah, fuck those guys. I was talking about furniture and stuff.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of furniture in here.
Yeah?
Yeah, you've got you've got a couch here on this southeastern side of the building.
Okay.
Set it on fire. Set it on fire. Set it on
It's all
fire.
on fire, dude.
It's all going to be on fire
anything in
soon.
range that's flammable that's not being worn is on fire.
Yeah.
Anyways, people who save take 11 and or people who save take 5 and people who don't take 11. And it is
Okay.
like fire damage. I don't know if what weaknesses
Yeah.
they have.
These from your previous combat encounter with the tree blights, you would know that tree blights are vulnerable to fire damage.
Ah, nice. Is that like 1.5 times damage? Or is that,
2 times.
oh,
2
nice.
times damage.
So survivors.
Nice.
So survive or people who lost take 22. People who didn't take 10.
Yep. So these 2 tree blights immediately burn to a crisp.
Epic. Okay,
Um,
so that was my cannon. What
this
should
tree
I do?
blight will die, and then the rest are fine.
I will. Let's see here.
Fuck's sake.
I think I'll just swing at the I'll walk up to the closest one that's
10,
still alive
20.
and swing at that one with my hand axe.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
Yeah, let me just find a d20 here. Hey, I had one. Get back here. Okay, that
Woo!
didn't work. Oh, that's a nat 20, baby.
Nat 20. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah. Hold on. The damage for that is, well, it's nothing special, it's just 1d6, but 8 damage. To that one.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still kicking? No?
No, it's dead.
And then my homunculus servant, who should be kind of just behind me, he will just use a force strike, which is attack ranged weapon attack with my spell attack modifier to hit. So that'll be a 18 to hit,
Yep.
and that will do. Where's the damage for that? Yeah, it's nothing crazy, but I gotta find a D4, and the bag of things relating in here is not great. Come to me, D4. I'm just gonna stick my hand in and wait till something stabs me.
That's a way to do it.
There we go. That is 3 plus my what's so that'll be 5 force damage
Bam.
on that one. Sweet. And that'll be my entourage's turn.
Alright, fighter is dead. Back to the top of the initiative order for Azio.
Do these guys not take turns?
Not
Or
yet.
the rest of the part?
Not yet.
Okay.
I
I'm
think
very
you're
confused.
muted,
What
bro.
about Char and Shafina?
So
Sharian hasn't taken
Shafina...
a turn yet.
Sharian is on the complete opposite side of the map.
Yeah, but he also deserves a turn, and he's got bad guys near him.
True.
I've taken like 4 turns in the last 20 minutes.
Sharian, go ahead and do your turn.
I've just been waiting for the party to make their way up towards me because I've been tasked to check out the building and keep an eye on
Yeah,
the
I think he's
dragon.
hiding
So
from the zombies.
yeah, so I just moved back to a more defensive position where I can keep an eye on both buildings at the same time.
What's the
Perfect.
statue of?
So there's so that star right there is a well.
I thought it on the wait. What's it say on the? I thought it's sorry. I thought it said statue on the.
Oh,
Yeah, it
it's
says
a
statue.
statue. It's a statue. I thought it was
Yeah.
a well. My bad.
What is it? Oh, a statue.
So this statue can provide adequate cover for you from the zombies while also having a good vantage point on the two buildings.
All right, I'm gonna say it's a fawn.
I don't know. I think it's a big old dildo.
Could be. We'll never know, I guess.
Is
Unless I'm the
that
white shaded, I think it's a big old dildo statue.
I vote
I
dildo.
second that.
is that all you're doing with your turn?
Yeah, I'm waiting until the rest of the party comes up.
Okay, fuck it. Shafina, go ahead.
Okay. Can I make it to the building?
This one right here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there a window on
And
any of the sides of the building I can get to?
not with your movement speed, no.
Can I walk in the front door safely?
Yeah, you'll be safe
Yes.
in that first tile there in the building because I'm aimed downwards at him.
10,
Okay.
20, 30. I'm just gonna say that you move there
You got any
just
ranged
so that
weapons?
it's not clogged up with one 10-foot space is not clogged up with 3 entities.
And then I'm just gonna swing at whatever one's in front of me.
Sure. Go ahead and roll an attack.
18.
18 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
8.
8 damage. You hit this thing pretty hard, but it's still looking healthy.
Damn it. Okay.
Um,
That's all I got.
Nothic is going to make a perception check with his keen eye ability.
He's gonna hear I'm on fire in about 2 seconds.
And that's a natural 20.
Yay.
So he can sense the second spider in this building. So he is going to take the dash action 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. End his turn there. Darmoon, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to see if I can make it to the next building over. I probably won't.
This one with the spider or this Fog of Ward one?
The fog of war one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to dash?
Um. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, what is your movement speed? What is double your movement speed?
50 feet.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50 gets you here.
All right.
Make a perception check if you'd be so kind.
Perception.
Consider yourself perceived. Yeah, I
What?
perceive that.
Sorry, did say again? You're cutting out, buddy.
Bro, you can't just dip like that. It's your turn, man.
Owen! Owen!
I got an 8.
Nice.
Okay, you do not see anything in front of you.
Okay.
You don't see anything. Is that all with your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right, Sildar Hallwinter's turn. He is going to dash and go into this building.
Goody two shoes.
He sees Wraithwin, has a conversation with him about what's going on, what the situation is. I'm not going to roleplay it just to speed things up. But Wraithwin does give him some information about what is here and where they are. That is all with Sildar's turn. Ozio, it's your turn.
I Okay. What's the fastest way I can get to this little street with all the Fug of War building? Like, directly across from the spider building. Do I have to go all the way south around or all the way north around, or is there a way that I can cut through in the middle here? Oh, yes, there is. I can fly. I'm going to fly and use. I'm going to do 30 feet of flight with my
Okay,
movement to get as far as I can.
20, 30.
No, I want to go like from where I was previously. Just I want to go directly east and fly that way as far as I can, 30 feet,
And
which is as far as I can.
20, 30.
And then I'm gonna misty step another 30 past this building onto the floor safely by this tree, if I can. On the other side of the building, if I can. There.
You get there.
That gets you on the roof of the building.
Okay. Um. That is all I can do. I think.
Okay. Amez, it's your turn.
Yay!
Ability.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate the cannon as a bonus action.
Okay.
DC 13 saving throw.
Yes, sir. Two will so the two in the center and the right blight will save,
Okay.
but the one on the left will fail.
All right. That will be with the double damage, that will be 18 to those who fail and 9 to those who do not.
This tree blight goes down, and the other two are fine.
Cool. I'll go up to the one on the one closest to me, yeah, that one, and I'll swing at it with my hand axe.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack. Oh my goodness.
That's another nat 20.
Hell yeah, dude. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh, 12. Wait, I gotta add strength to that, I think. Oh, I don't have any bonus to strength. That's why it doesn't say anything. So that'll be 12 damage to that.
Boom.
And then I guess this time the yeah, that's a little bit better damage. This time the homunculus servant will fly over to the last one and hit it with a shocking grasp.
Okay. What's your attack roll?
Let's see here. Yo, this dice is pretty goated today. 17 plus.
Melee spell attack roll. So you add your spell modifier to it.
Oh, plus 5 is 23. So it'll definitely hit. And then that'll be 7 shock lightning damage. Thunder, whatever the frick.
Dead.
Sweet.
Sharian, it is your turn.
Like I said, I'm still waiting for the rest of my group to reconvene. Just
Okay.
keeping an eye on the dragons, please.
Make a perception check if you'd be so kind.
Him, I feel like you're gonna be waiting half the session to do something. If you're just gonna keep waiting for us, I would say like maybe like, oh, we're taking too long, so you come back or something. Because like I don't know, I tried to pass the ball to you, but I don't want you to sit there half the session.
16.
Um, yeah, you see that these zombies are still in their sleeping, unaware states.
Okay. I start making my way back down.
Okay, I assume you would like to dash.
No, I want to be as silent as possible as to not disturb anything.
10, 20, 30 gets you right here.
That's what I'll do.
All right, Shafina, it is actually
Are we in combat right now?
actually yeah, you guys are out of combat, so you
Cool.
guys can move freely. I'm just gonna say for time's sake that you all regroup back here.
Yeah, and meantime, while you're doing that, I'll ask Sildar if the dickhead knew anything useful.
Yes. There are some dragon cultists in the eastern side, in the southeastern building here.
Huh. Aren't we? We're here to deal with those guys, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We've got some more zombies at the top across from the dragon. I haven't got any closer, so I don't know how many we've gotten.
Okay. We just ran into some more tree blights, but they were dealt with. All right. What's the play here? Should we go kill some cultists? Or, I mean, ask them kindly to leave? I don't know.
Azio is going to make his way over to these like fog of war buildings over here, like the two covered ones. Like just walk right in between the middle of them,
Okay.
like just on the street there.
Yep.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Hmm.
Just don't you take that as you will. I want to see if I can learn anything without actually having to walk there about what's going on.
Yeah, you can detect you detect magic in this southeastern area here where all the dragon cultists are, according to Wraithwind's info. And you detect a faint amount of magic in this eastern building. In this fog of war building.
What do I detect? I can pull up the thing here. Detect. Just a little bit more information off of that. Oh, it's only 30 feet of you? It's severely nerfed in 5th edition.
Yep. Uno
So get me
momento
30 feet
por
of that.
favor. You see that in this eastern building here, you can see faint you can see a good auras of objects in this area. And they are from the Evocation School of Magic.
Okay. I'm not sure what I want to do from there. I'm just gonna walk back to the group,
Okay.
and I detect some faint magical auras from the building to our east here. But I'm not sure how we should proceed. What do you guys think?
Well, we should probably figure out what it is before we alert the cultists of our presence. We don't want anything surprising us.
I can go up and take a look.
Sure.
I I silently make my way up to peer through a window to see what we've got inside.
Okay. As you pass by, you see 6 tree blights, but they are not aware of you as of yet.
Okay.
As you enter into through a collapsed wall, you find a staff of fireball.
Is it just laid there, or does it seem like it's like tampered with or anything?
Make an investigation check at advantage.
11.
As far as you can tell, this thing is just lying on the ground, no traps, no signs of tampering with it.
I pick it up.
Okay, you pick up the Staff of Fireballs.
I make my way back to the group. So, got more of those blight things over there. Also found this. So I pull out the staff.
Now that is a beautiful piece of work, may I see?
Go ahead. I know nothing of this.
Yeah, take it, inspect it. This is the thing that I was detecting earlier.
Yes, correct.
Awesome. I'm not sure what kind of roll I would make. Probably maybe an Arcana check.
Yep, go ahead and roll Arcana.
Give it a good once over. Okay. All right. That'll be an 18.
Yeah, 19. Magically, you investigate this staff, studying its magical energy, and you focus in on it, and there is just this weaving, almost dancing fire within the staff that flickers very beautifully, almost like a choreographed dance along the interior of this staff, as you can assess that it is a staff of fireballs.
You can hear Azio kind of mumbling to himself as he's looking it over. Beautiful. Beautiful piece of work. You see like just a spark of excitement in his eyes as he debates pointing the staff in the direction of where Sharian said the blights were, but before he makes any bad decision, he waits, knowing that these people have a job to do and he doesn't want to fuck that up for them. This is quite lovely. He gestures it back to Sharian, but keeping a very tight grip on it, going, I kind of want this, but I know it's not mine.
I hold up my hand and nope. I don't touch with that. I don't mess with that stuff. Keep it.
He just kind of flares a little bit of his magic into it as like the tip swirls and sparks. Yeah.
We has a bomb.
Azio, please put a +1 staff of fireballs in your inventory.
+1 staff of balls.
How many charges that bitch got?
The staff of fireballs has 4 charges in it and
4 charges.
recharges once and gains 1 charge per long rest.
Oh, bad.
Right. Staff of fireball. 4 charges. Stores 1 charge per longo rest. And is that just level, like, basic level fireball?
Yeah, it's a 3rd level fireball.
3rd level fireball. Sure.
All right. If you guys want to make your way down the southern path here, you'll be able to avoid the tree blights.
Yeah, I want to see what's in that last building.
Yeah, let's Go making away.
Making your way downtown, walking fast.
3 bites passed, and I'm home now.
Da 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 da. All right. Who wants to go into the building first?
Want to look? Want to take a little peek see?
So I will put you over here. And then I'll put you in here. Take a look inside. Do you want to do it stealthily, or are you just gonna barge in there?
No, I'm gonna peek my head in.
All right. As you peek your head in, you see two zombies in a catatonic state.
Okay. I will retreat and let the guys know. I say we
All
leave
right.
them. Just go for the cultists.
You guys are going to go talk to the cultists?
No, I'm proposing the idea to the group.
I would love to have a conversation with these so-called cultists.
All
I
right.
actually did a paper on them in school once. Cultists, I mean, not this particular brand.
Didn't your professor ever tell you about narrowing your scope? Literally any religion's technically a cult. How are you gonna write a good paper
Well,
like
that
that?
is technically an overgeneralization, but I agree with the sentiment.
All right. Would anybody specifically like to talk to the cultists, or are you just gonna talk to them as a group?
Perhaps Darmoon, Bosco, and I could go and speak with them in the front. They could be my main entourage of bodyguard, and then we could have Sharian and Jafina sneak around back and maybe, stay hidden in case things get hairy.
Okay.
Like those spiders earlier. Ugh.
I'm gonna give uh V my little tiny cannon that can just fit in the palm of the hand. If anything goes wrong, point this in their general direction, go boom.
I just say boom.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, right.
Stilda, perhaps you could come with us as well. I'm actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not entirely sure what our goal is in talking to these people. What are we looking
Um,
for exactly?
Getting them out of
well,
here.
well, we would be looking to deal with the cultists, either by possibly killing them. We could get them to negotiate to the dragon on our behalf. We could bribe them to leave. It's there's a couple of options we have.
Well, I'm just gonna knock and
Aren't we going around the other way? Or is that the other way? I don't know which way is the front.
I don't know which way's the front either.
Yeah, so where I have Azio, Darmoon, Bosco,
Oh, there
and
is a little door
Solgar
gap down there. I see it.
right
Okay.
now is the front, and then this way is the back.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move you here. If I could get fucking word to work. Duh.
Word.
Yep. And then the Nothic speaks to you, Azio, through his telekinetic abilities. I'm gonna go with those dragon guys.
Aren't we supposed to try to argue them away, Visual Nothic?
I just want to back them up, boss.
Oh, the Dragonborn! Ah, sorry, I got confused. Yes, go with them.
Right away, boss.
Boss? When did I become a boss? I'm a college student.
All right. As you four walk into the building.
I'm gonna knock politely first. I'm not gonna walk into their domain here. I'm gonna knock on the door.
Yeah. So knocking on the door, the leader of the dragon cultists walks up, opens the door, and is like, "What do you want?"
I was not. Hello, dear sir. We hear that you guys are dragon aficionados. I wanted to just have a quick conversation with you. Could you please step outside with my comrades here?
Um, sure, I suppose. As he closes the door behind him and goes outside. So, what do you want to talk about? Are you interested in this dragon?
Well, I mean, is it anyone interested in dragons? They're just mighty cool. Dangerous, admittedly, but I've always had a fascination with them, yes. Um, what what is going on here, if I might ask? Is your city, your town here seems a little bit run down and has an infestation problem.
Well, we we just got here recently. Um, we found the town being attacked by a bunch of zombies and spiders and whatnot. So, we just found a safe place here in the southeastern part of town and just kind of hunkered down and got prepared for meeting the dragon. But I mean, from the sounds of things, you sure cleaned up a lot around here.
What a shockingly cowardly response for a man who prides himself among dragonkin.
Dragonkin? Whoever said anything
Well,
about Dragonkin?
well, dragonkin, if dragon aficionados. Well, sorry, my fair gentleman. What would you call yourself?
Um, we're just all humans.
Well,
You know,
I can see that, dear sir. I'm saying, I heard, now this is an extremely derogatory term, and I don't want to, in fact, offend you or anything, but I've heard whispers that you guys, that some people refer to you as dragon cultists.
sure. Um, you know, people call us some people call us cultists. Some people call us fanatics. Other people, like yourself, call us enthusiasts.
Enthusiast, dear
Connoisseurs,
sir.
even.
Yes, and what is your, you plan on meeting up with the dragon? Is that, if I heard that correctly?
Yes, we're planning on meeting with the dragon and negotiating a deal of sorts.
Forgive my prying. What kind of deal?
Make a persuasion check.
Sure. And while I do that, oh, that's a fucking good old 19. Plus 19 plus. That'll be 21.
Okay. Well, we're just looking for this little forge doodad that we got some information off of from this little dwarf fellow. We didn't care enough to learn his name. We just got some schematics and figured that was good enough.
I'm gonna look towards Star Moon to see if he knows what they're referring towards.
No idea. I'm even more confused than you are.
Um, Darmoon, make make an intelligence check for me if you'd be so kind.
Okay.
10?
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of hazy, but you recall back to the start of this whole shebang, and you recall that there was a dwarf in a goblin camp as a prisoner. And this dwarf is probably who he's referring to.
I think I know who you're talking about. Actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, yeah. Um, that that little dwarf, ginger beard, great axe, had all these schematics for a forge somewhere.
I'm sorry, did you say great ass?
No, no, great.
Oh, sorry. Not that I would judge anyways, dear gentlemen, so. We Owlins are very open-minded.
Yes. Very good. Yes, that we also don't judge. So yeah, we were actually gonna go up to the dragon's little whatchamacallit.
Leia hideout? Horde?
Horde?
Oh, lair works. We were actually going to go up there right now if you'd like to join us.
Have you guys successfully negotiated with a dragon before?
Yes, how are you certain that he will not just burn you to a crisp?
We have some treasures that the dragon might appreciate.
And what? Wait, you said so you're trying to get him to build you a forge or something? I don't understand what you're saying
We're
about the
we're
dwarf.
we're trying to find the forge that the
Ah,
dwarf mentions.
okay.
So we're
Hmm.
hoping that the dragon might have some information for us in exchange for all the treasure we found.
Would you allow me to confer with my colleagues for a moment?
Oh, yes, yes, absolutely. Take your time.
I'm gonna pull Darmoon, Bosco, and the silvery boy, whatever his name is, Sildar. I remembered it. And then at the same time, I'm gonna try and reach out to Nothic. I'm just basically thinking about my mind. Little Nothic. Little Nothic.
Yes, boss.
I have some information that I need you to share with the other two. And then I'm just gonna basically say everything, like just retell the conversation through Nothic to the other two, so then they're aware of what's happening.
You got it, boss. I'll tell him right away.
And then while he's telling them, I'm talking to Darmoon and Bosco. No, I feel like we're at a bit of a crossroads. If we turn on them now, kind of, then well, these guys are nuts, is what I'm trying to say. I don't think it's a good idea to wake up this dragon, but this forge thing does sound very intriguing, doesn't it not?
Yeah, it could be pretty cool. But on the other hand, the cultists will probably leave after they get their information, and we were sent here to get them out of this town. But they also might leave when they're destroyed by the dragon. I don't know much about dragons and their temperaments, and what kind of treasure they have.
Perhaps if we talk with a gentleman and seek out his treasures, understand what they are, steal them for ourselves, let the dragon kill the bad guys, and then we make the deal with the dragon to get this information, and then we persuade it to leave.
Nice guy.
Does that sound convoluted?
That cultist wasn't very mean. I don't know if it's... whatever.
No,
Sure.
it wasn't very mean. Now I'm confused. What are we here to do? These seem like nice gentlemen. Not better than that druid guy.
Yeah. Ugh.
And he was kind of making some reasonable statements with his group. I mean, other than referring to himself as a fanatic, that was not very great. But, I mean, some people are just very into their work.
Hmm? What do you think, Darmoon?
I want to see what happens if the dragon wakes up.
Okay, so does that mean you want to go with plan A, where we kill the nice cultists and steal their treasure to make our own deal? Or go with them to make the deal? You know what? Maybe we should go with them to make the deal, because then, worst case scenario, if the dragon turns on the cultists, we have more people to fight the dragon with.
Makes sense. Let's do it.
Makes sense to
All
me.
right.
All right.
Alrighty.
Dear dragon enthusiast, what is your name, sir?
My name.
Yes, sir.
I hate you all so much. My name is Mernath, good sir.
Oh,
What's your
Mana.
friend's
Good
name?
to meet you,
No,
Mana.
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
All right.
We would love to come and meet this dragon with you. But my comrades are understandably a little bit scared. So do you mind if, maybe we observed from a distance?
Not at all. Not many can face a dragon up close. Be our guest.
Putting our courage to the test, I see. Wow, that was
I
funny.
mean,
That was a
hey.
stretch.
Hey, if you want to hang back, that's up to you. we're just gonna go up there and try to negotiate a deal with a dragon.
What kind of treasure are you negotiating with? Something worth his while?
Gold, diamonds. Um, we've got like this little necklace thing. We don't know what it is, but it looks pretty and valuable, so why not?
Perhaps I could appraise that for you. In exchange for, say, a diamond?
Sure. Here you go.
Takes diamond, inspects it, holds it up to the sun. All right. Um, One moment. I'm gonna think. Little Nothic, you better tell Sharon and Shafina to come back here. There's been a change of plans.
There, boss. I'll tell uh, Darian, Shafina. We Azio needs you back with the group. There's been a change of plans.
Cool. Sounds good. We'll head back over.
Nothic, maintaining his psychic connection, leads you back to the group.
Cool.
Uh, as the twins walk back, I'm gonna shoot them like a very subtle wink as I say, I told you that it was not as scary just to knock up and just ask if we could see the dragon and be a part of their um momentous occasion. Sharian, as my partner in all things magical, would you like to come with me to appraise their wink, wink, wink magical goods?
Sure, why not? It's not like I got anything better to do.
All right. So both of you can. So what are we appraising?
I'm super intrigued in whatever this necklace is. As soon as he said necklace and he doesn't know what it is, I want to know what it is.
Okay. So Azio and Sharian, you can either make two Arcana checks. You can make an Arcana check with advantage, or you can make an Arcana check with advantage with the help action.
I think probably advantage for me would be best. I got a +7 in Arcana.
Yeah, I don't even have that, so.
That
Oh,
is
no, I
a
do.
23.
23. This is a necklace that increases breath weapon damage by 1d8, and it gives you an extra use of it.
Damn.
Um, is there any guards in the room with us? Like, is there anyone in the room with us as I'm appraising their magical goods?
Um, you have one. You have one dragon cultist and then the leader in the room with you as you are appraising this.
I'm gonna hand the necklace to Sharian with a wink, and I'm gonna say, "Does this look fake to you? I want you to take a closer look at that." As I'm shooting him lots of winks, and then as soon as he takes it, I go, "Oh wow, now that's interesting." I just pick up the one of like just a chunk of ruby, and I'm just, "Oh wow, that is fantastically cut." And just come look at this. Do you even know what you have in your grasp? As I'm gonna try and distract both of the guards to allow Sharian to steal the necklace.
Okay, make a performance check.
Um, where would okay? I am going to use one of my portent dice. I'm going to change my roll into a 13, and so that brings it up to a 15.
Sure. Yep. Both of the so the cultist leader is like, "Hey, you, come see this. This has got to be worth something. Come here." And both of the dragon cultists are distracted for the moment.
Yeah, as they're distracted, I'm gonna hide the necklace on my person.
Make a sleight of hand check at advantage.
Okay. Nat 20.
Nice.
Perfect. Yeah, they do not notice a thing. You just, as gracefully as a magician, just slip it into your backpack without anybody noticing a thing.
Sorry, what's your character's name again?
Azio.
I look at Ozio and just rub my nose with my thumb twice before walking away.
Oh, sorry, I'm mistaken. It's just a regular ruby. Toss it over my shoulder. What a collection you guys have. I'm sure the dragon will be most impressed.
Oh no! Okay, we're fine.
Do you
Yes.
Dragonborn guys have breath weapons?
Yeah, we get one once a day.
Well, now you get 2.
Woo.
Well, whichever one of you wears the necklace. And did you say extra damage and a second one?
Yes, an extra 1d8 and an extra use of
Woo!
your draconic breath
That's pretty
per
sweet.
day. Okay, so I assume you guys are just going to walk up with the dragon cultist to where the dragon is?
Yep.
All right,
Yeah.
and as the party and the dragon cultists are walking up to the dragon's lair, we are going to call a break. Be
Ooh.
back with you very shortly. Welcome back. We are the party and the dragon cultists are walking up to the dragon's lair. I cannot see because what the way. Just move that over there.
Let's do it.
Do we need to be looking at the map? Yes.
Yes, you need to be looking at the map.
Perfect.
So the dragon cultists walking up the stairs to negotiate with the dragon. Where do you guys want to be? Do you want to be in like the next room over right here? Do you want to be outside?
I don't even want to be in the room, to be honest. Can we send Nothic in?
Yeah,
To
you can
telepathically tell
send.
us what's going on?
Yeah, you can send Nothic in.
Yeah, Nothic, could you translate word for word for us what happens up there?
Sure, boss.
I still don't understand at what point I became a boss. 'Cause, 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 'cause,
Are you thinking this in your head?
No, I'm saying this out loud towards anyone within earshot.
I'm assuming
Okay.
it's when you sign the adoption papers.
Are those what those papers were? I
Yeah.
thought he wanted my autograph.
Good luck.
All
Dear
right.
Lord.
All right. As the dragon cultists, Nothic describing to you, what's going on. The dragon cultists approaching the green dragon. The green dragon, waking up from its slumber. Its iridescently bubbling green scales, as Nothic is serving as like kind of the narrator, describing this dragon and its various vast horde spread across underneath the dragon. The dragon cultist leader says, "We would like to talk to you about the location."
Your car's extended warranty.
You stole that right out of my mind. We'd like to talk to you about the location of this forge. Do you know anything about this? The green dragon, looking over the schematics, and says in Draconic, Sharian and Shafina, the Nothic is connected with you two. The dragon says in Draconic, "Yes, I know of a lead that could possibly get you to the forge, but I need something in return." What, what do you need from us? Holy shit. I would need treasure, gold, gems, magical artifacts,
Uh-oh.
or information of your own. The dragon cultist leader, setting down various bits of gold, gems, including diamonds, amethysts, a flawless sapphire and garnet here and there, and a dagger. This dagger, as Nothic describes it, it is ornately ordained with amethyst, sapphire, mostly sapphire and jade, but there's a sprinkling of amethyst dust in there as well, which gives it this really unique and glamorous shimmer to it in the light that makes kind of like a kaleidoscope-esque effect whenever light shines on it. This is a decent fort, but not as impressive as mine. As the dragon says this, where is my thing? There's the thing. As the dragon says this, you do not need Nothic to describe what happens. As all of a sudden you hear the most vile, agonizing screams and just flesh and bone melting away as all of the dragon cultist screams suddenly cease. As they are all killed by this young green dragon. And the Nothic cuts the connection off as he starts sprinting out of there and bursts through the door and back to your party.
Heh, heh, heh. Oh my god, boss! The dragon cultists, they all got completely eviscerated. It's their corpses. There's nothing left. It's all just bubbly acid.
I was not expecting that.
What are we gonna do, boss?
I don't know. I'm kind of paralyzed by fear and the piss in my pants currently.
What's piss, boss?
Ask me later.
Whatever you say. Well, should we try? Should we try negotiating, or what do we do?
I don't
With
know,
his... Oh, sorry, buddy, go ahead.
maybe with their horde and the necklace and the as much as you like it, the rod of fireball. Maybe that would be enough to impress him, especially since the necklace would actually be useful to him.
Well, we... But would he not assume that after killing the cultists, then their gold is now his, and now we have nothing?
I don't know, I'm not a dragon.
Neither am I. With my wide owl eyes, I'm just gonna look towards Shari and Shafina with, like, no idea what to do or say in this moment.
Just because we're dragonborn doesn't mean we have all the thoughts of a dragon, you know.
More so than us.
He seems upset. I don't know. Dragons are different just like humans. I don't know how to deal with this guy. I don't know if it would be a good idea for us to go in there or if it would be a terrible idea for us to go in there.
Ah, standing around's lame. Give me the magic items.
Want to.
You're gonna go in there?
Yeah, you guys are welcome to come.
I'm gonna look at my brother.
Might be fun watching him die.
Could be a great time. Are you willing to part with your newfound necklace? And your rod?
I mean, not really.
Would you rather him stay here? You have to try something.
I must. I'll
All right.
hand over the scepter.
Okay, I'm gonna take the scepter. Will you give me the necklace, Sharian?
As much as I'd like to keep this, we were hired to do a job, so
Yeah.
I hand you the.
Take the
I
necklace.
wasn't.
Um. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go in there.
Okay. You
I'm
are
gonna
indeed
follow.
going to go in there. Sharian, Shavina, what are you doing?
I'm gonna follow.
I'm gonna.
Alrighty.
Not
I'm
gonna
gonna
let you
go
die
in, but
alone.
like stay near the door.
Um, all right. Uh. So it seems that our first round of negotiators did not quite meet your requirements and items. Were you unsatisfied with their hoard? Good sir.
I found them to be very rude.
Ah, yes. Honestly, I'd like to say good riddance. In reality, you did us a favor.
Ah, and I see you've brought a couple of dragonkin along with you.
Oh, yes, these are my good friends Sharian and whatever V's name is.
Shapita, pleasure.
Kafina, yeah.
A pleasure to meet you both. Now, what do you have to offer me?
Well, on top of the pile of gold that our comrades brought in, as I'll kind of scrape some dissolved dragon stuff off of my boot, or like some dissolved dragon cultists off of my boots. Um, a start with an item that may be quite useful to you, someone on your kind, sourced very ethically by my dragonkin friends here, as I'll present to him the necklace.
Hmm, very impressive.
On top of that, I have this wonderful scepter of fireball. Although it may not be entirely useful to you, it is quite a fine piece and would definitely fetch a high price. So, I should definitely find a good place in your hoard.
I suppose.
And last but not least, something not only worth a lot, but of rather high sentimental value to myself. Um, Bosco's gonna hold up his homunculus servant and focus on it for a second as it fades, leaving behind just the 100 gold piece gemstone that creates its heart. This is of quite high value in the market, as well as high much emotional value to show you that we come here in good conscience. What
Do
say
you
you?
have any information about the Phandelver Miners Exchange?
Ah, you seek information. Is that some of the stuff we got in that letter from the one dude? I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. Do we have any information on that he might find useful?
The Phandelver Miners Exchange. Some of the members are going on an adventure to the Star Metal Hills
Right.
to excavate what they can from the underground city.
And do you remember how we got that information?
Yeah, you went to Sildar Hallwinter,
Mm-hmm.
um, at the Lords Association, to get help for the civilians.
And he told us that? Or we
Yeah,
just found out that okay. And you said the Star Metal Hills?
yes, the Star Metal Hills.
Okay. Well, I may have some information about the whereabouts or future whereabouts of one of their expedition crews, and all we ask in return, assuming you find the information to be satisfactory, is the information that the previous um, negotiators asked for, as well as you to potentially move your horde elsewhere. Not because we don't enjoy your company, but just because some of the townspeople or became uneasy, and in fact, we were here to just figure out what was going on here.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Sure. Okay. Let's see here. That's gonna be 13.
Townspeople. What townspeople? There's nothing left here. I acided it almost all of it to the ground.
Which is why you could understand that the few surviving ones are rather uneasy. And the people of
I'm
neighboring. What was the place that sent us here? Or who sent us here? Again, it's been a while.
uh so one of the people in the blacksmith in the Fenlon Miners Exchange
Mm-hmm.
said there were rumors of dragon cultists in the ruined town of Thunder Tree, which you are
Okay.
currently in.
So, okay, in that case, just allow me to be like, sorry, I misspoken. Not the townspeople of this town, but the people who asked us to come here from some of the neighboring towns were worried about some of the activities and going ons in this place just because of how near it is.
I'm afraid I cannot move my horn, but I shall offer you a compromise. I shall
Okay.
give you, since you have given me information on the Phandalin Miners Exchange, I shall give you the location of the forge.
All right.
And you can keep your stuff of fireballs and that amethyst gem you have there.
But you want the necklace.
I would like the necklace.
That seems fair.
In exchange, I can let you keep that dagger over there, and I can give you another magic item in return that is sure to be suitable for your dragon companions there.
I'll take a look at these two and just like, does that sound all right to you guys?
She's just standing there with thumbs up, smiling, hoping we're not gonna get absolutely murdered.
Can't say
All
no
right.
to free loot.
What is it you can tell us about this forge?
This forge is under Cragmaw Castle. Cragmaw Castle is where the Black Spider lives, believe it or not.
How
It is of my belief that the Black Spider is trying to take the forge for himself to make magical artifacts to get a monopoly on supply in this area,
Mhm.
which would be very bad for business, as you would know. Well,
Definitely.
some of you, anyhow.
Right. Well, in exchange for your gracious gift of information and such good mannerisms in these business dealings, maybe we'll go check that out, and it could be good for all of us if this monopoly and over dilution of magic items is taken care of.
Yes. Oh, and please do take this with you. It is going to help you in your journey and battle against the Black Spider.
What is it?
Now, so the green dragon is going to take the necklace of dragon's breath,
Mm-hmm.
and he is going to give you a necklace that instead lets you change the elemental damage of your breath weapon.
Sweet, that's pretty cool. And then we also get to take the dagger.
You also get to take the dagger as well.
Cool. So we'll take that, and thank you so much for your benevolent um self dealing with in participating in these dealings with us.
It has been a pleasure doing business with you. Unlike those dragon cultists.
Yes, they were quite unruly.
Anyway, if that is all we have to discuss, I would like you to leave, please.
Very well.
The dagger that you acquire is a magical +2 dagger that gives you an extra 1d6 damage on sneak attacks with the weapon.
Do we have any rogues?
That would be me.
So you get the dagger, and Chafina would get the breath weapon necklace.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Well, technically, we took care of the dragon cultist, so in reality, we did our job. So there just also
Alright.
happens to be a dragon there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get out of there. I'll kind of break it down to everybody who wasn't there. You know, he was actually quite well mannered, very fair businessman, but definitely scary. I say we get on our way.
It was
Sounds like a most
extra
excellent idea to
1d6.
me.
What's
It's an
that?
extra 1d6 to sneak attack, right?
Yeah. I
It's
think
an
so.
additional 1d6 to sneak attack.
And then I'll give Shafina the necklace.
Sweet, thank you. And then I get 1 extra breath attack per
No,
rest.
no, he took that one. We
Oh,
got a
okay.
different one. You can change your elemental like what type of breath attack you have.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, you can do fire, cold, acid, lightning, thunder, or poison damage with your
Oh,
breath weapon now.
and before I forget, I'll reach out from behind me and return the staff to Sol. I don't know.
Azio.
Azio.
Leo. Well, thank you, my good friend. I admittedly found that quite fancy.
Yes, luckily he was mostly interested in some information and the necklace.
I'll shrug towards Sharian and go, I tried.
Okay, you can let Wraithwin deal with the rest of the creatures here and go straight to the forge if you'd like to.
Um, yeah, I'd be cool with that. We can send unless he's coming with us, we can send Sildar to let the people know that we took care of the dragon cultists.
Yep, Sildar, at your guys' suggestion, will report back to the Lord's Alliance that the threat in Thunder Tree has largely been taken care of. And then Wraithwin is just gonna be here all by his lonesome.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Hey,
Okay.
I got a quick question about the change of elements to the breath weapon attack. Does it
Sure.
just change the element, or does it also change its range?
Just changes the damage type.
Okay, I just need to know.
Cool. I guess we'll go to Cragma Castle.
All right. So as you guys walk along, with the mark on your map indicating Cragmaw Castle, you get over there in what is about half a day's journey. It is now roughly 9 o'clock at night when you get to the castle.
Okay.
Would you like to camp and take a long rest?
That's what I was thinking.
Yes.
Probably smart.
All right, who is taking first, second, and third watch?
I'll take the first watch.
I'll take the second one.
I need my beauty sleep.
I'll take the third.
Okay, so it is Bosco, Darmoon, and Shafina. In that order, correct?
Yep.
All right. Darmoon, please roll a spot check for me. Or a perception check. My apologies.
Seven.
Say again.
7.
7. Okay, great. Bosco, roll a perception check for me if you would be so kind.
Okay. Perception. That will be 21.
20. Shafina, go ahead and roll your perception check.
That is a 10.
Man, you guys suck at perceiving.
Yeah. She can't see. In her
Apparently not.
dimension, she's blind.
Damn! Can't see shit out of this thing. Yeah. Through your watches, Darmoon, you think you see something suspicious, but after going up to investigate a suspicious shadowy figure, you walk up and you take a closer look, and you see that it is just like a very curious fox. Just like standing there and like kind of tilting its head out at you in a curious manner. As it waits and studies you, it just runs off into the woods. And you go back to your patrol and you see nothing else. And nothing else happens of note as you guys do your watches throughout the night. And you wake up at maybe 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's just dive straight into it. So as you guys are approaching Cragmaw Castle, I need everyone's passive perception scores.
Okay. And before we get into too much, I just want to say after a long rest, I can change my artificer infusions around, and I'm going to infuse my Vorpal longsword with returning weapon, and as an artificer, when I infuse a weapon, I automatically attune to it.
Yes, sir.
So I now have the attunement to the Vorpal longsword. Passive perception.
My passive perception's 11.
I can't find my passion perception. Oh, 12.
Oh, I got 14. I don't know if that's right, but
I'm
that seems
also
high.
12.
What goes into your passive perception?
I think it's 12.
What goes into your passive perception?
I think it's 10 plus
Yeah, how do you
proficiency plus the ability score that's relevant.
10 plus prof plus wisdom.
plus wisdom? Okay, so that's 14 actually.
2 14s. All right.
Oh yeah, I got
Yeah.
actually.
13 actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So as you guys are looking around at Cragmaw Castle, you notice that there isn't any guards stationed anywhere that you can see. It's
That's
quite odd to you because normally, like in a castle, there'd be like archers or something on the ramparts and the battlements, but there's no one there. It's almost as if it was abandoned and recently.
interesting.
You walking up the path to the front door. Um, do you want to try opening the door?
Sure, I'll give the door a tug.
You struggle with the door a bit at first, but just pulling it harder and harder, it scrapes along the dirt as the door opens, and you don't see anybody inside the front gate.
Looks empty. Weird. Our castle's usually this empty, guys.
Not in my experience, no.
Dibs, free castle.
Didn't the dragon fellow mention was a some kind of spider here?
Yeah, oh yeah, you weren't with us. The black spider, he's this dude that's not very nice. He was
Oh,
signing
so
some
not a
letters and
real
stuff.
spider, right?
No.
Right, okay.
Unless another one followed us from over there.
Well, that's good.
But from what I recall, he's the leader of what were those guys called?
He is the leader. The Black Spider is the leader of the
Is it the Red Brands or something?
yeah, he's the leader of the Red Brands. He's the
ruffians.
mastermind. He's
Yeah.
the mastermind of the Red Brand ruffians.
Yeah, and he had fled when we got to their other base of operations, so maybe he packed ship from here, maybe we scared him too. Or they found something down in that forge or something, I don't know.
Well, let's hope it's the first option, but I don't believe in our chance.
Only one way to find out. Onward we march.
As you guys enter the main keep, it is very dark, wet, and dingy. You can just the smell of mildew and algae just penetrates your nostrils with this horrendous rotten stench. As you almost can't breathe, it's so bad. but it does seem to be coming from further into the castle.
Well, I guess we gotta figure out where this is coming from if we want answers.
I don't have a nose.
Ah, good for you.
Smells
Well,
like
I
home
don't
to
have
me.
a cloaca, so.
As you navigate the very stingy halls of this castle, Sharian, make me a search check, please.
Eesh. Um,
Search?
I don't have search on my thing. Is that investigation? Is that part of investigation?
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
that would be a part of your perception or negation.
Um, let's go perception. Why not?
Okay. Well, that's a 8.
Roll with advantage.
10.
Yeah, as you go down the halls, you don't spot it at first, but once you do a double take, once you check again, you see that there is a chain abnormally placed on the floor of this even darker hallway, and you find it you find it out of place.
Well, that doesn't belong here. I gesture over to the chain.
Can I cast detect magic to see if there's anything weird going on that I pick up on?
Yep. As you cast detect magic, there are no magical auras in there are no magical auras within the range of the spell.
It's strange.
Did a trap?
Possibly.
What do you mean it's like abnormally placed? Is this like hanging from the ceiling? Is there just a random chain like on the ground?
It's a chain that is coming out from the floor.
It's just one chain?
Just one chain, baby.
Like coming out of the floor as in it's like going into a hole in the floor or like it's shackled to the floor?
It's going into a hole in the floor.
Huh.
I do apologize.
Um,
Can I see where like the other half of the chain is attached to?
Um, as far as you can tell, one end of the chain is like loose and free on the floor. As far as best as you can guess, the other side of the chain is connected to something. almost as if like some sort of secret passage.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Well, they did say that the forge was below the castle. Can I peer down the hole? Is it just kind of pitch black? I don't have dark vision or anything.
Yeah, it is. It's almost pitch black, but you can tell there's dim torchlight coming through.
Hmm.
But other than that, you can't really discern anything.
Can anybody else see better than I can?
Is the hole big enough to like put something through, or is it just big enough to see?
Just big enough for you to see through, and the chain itself,
Oh.
Okay.
which partially obscures your view.
Think any light can make us see better down there?
Pardon?
Can I peer down? I have dark vision out to 120 feet.
Yeah, give it a go. Make a perception. Actually, no. I wouldn't make you roll a perception for that. Fuck that. You look through the hole, Azio, and you see that there is a staircase leading downward.
Okay. And sorry, am I? And I'm assuming that this hole is big enough for all of us to like fit into, right?
It's big enough for you to see through it, but you do notice that the chain like seems important in this scenario.
Hmm. Can
You
I
get the
tug on the chain?
Yep. As you which direction do you want to pull the chain in? Up, down, back, left, right?
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna like tug on it like to see if I can pull it anywhere.
So that'd be up.
Yeah.
Up, sure.
Yeah, so as you pull the chain up, you see that the section of stone uh opens opens this way, and you can now step through the passageway down the stairs.
Huh, excellent.
All right. Let us check out the pit of despair. And possibly
Pull the
forge.
lever, Kronk.
Wrong
Wrong
lever.
lever. Anyway, as you guys go down the stairs for a couple of minutes, you open a door that leads into what you can only describe as the most magnificently crafted forge area you guys have ever seen. Most of it hasn't been like active in some time, but you can tell from the several torches along the walls that this place was built to last. Magnificent, smooth marble lines the floors. Beautiful azurite walls line the whole place. almost the whole place. Obviously, like the marble and azulite doesn't reach the forge itself, just to avoid anything melting. But this is quite a magnificent place, and as you look around, you see a couple of figures.
I hate figures.
You see your half human, half spider associate from the underground city, as well as a dwarf. In a cage.
They're both in a cage?
They are both in a cage.
Ah.
Beaten, battered, bruised. They each have one hit point. They look very beat up and 1 foot in the grave.
Oof. Anybody got any healing stuff or know any healing spells? These guys are looking pretty worse for wear.
Unfortunately, I do not.
Some wizard.
I'm not a cleric.
Anybody else? Yes or no question.
I got nothing.
I ain't got nothing.
Okay. Well, we can at least get them out of the cage. Are they conscious currently?
They are currently conscious, but they're almost in like a state of shock.
Oh. We can try talking to them. Is the cage locked?
You try the door to the cage and it is indeed locked.
What happened to you guys? You don't look too hot.
We were captured by the black spider.
Ah. Do we know the dwarf or is it just some random dwarf?
Upon taking a closer look at the dwarf, he has a very stout man with a large ginger beard and a pipe in his mouth, like a smoking pipe.
Yeah.
And you guys recognize this dwarf as Gundren Rockseeker.
Yo, my boy. What was he doing the last time we saw him? Because we met him on the Tribor Trail, right?
Mm-hmm. You met him on the Tribor Trail in the Goblin Camp as a prisoner.
Oh, this guy's got terrible luck. And then when did we part? Like, did we take him to the city and then he went our separate ways, or did we just
Yeah,
leave?
you took him to Phandelver,
Mm-hmm.
and then he set off for Neverwinter
Right.
to
Wait.
try and find some more clues about Wave Echo Cave and the Forge.
Well, you found the cave, or you found the forge, buddy.
As he coughs up some blood.
Is there a key around?
None that I have seen. It is nice
Oh.
to see you all again.
Yeah, sorry I don't have any health potions or anything for you.
As long as I don't die, that is the goal.
Do what we can.
I'm gonna take a crack at this. I move towards the cage and pull out my thieves' tools and start messing with the lock.
Go, Rogue, go. Go, Rogue, go.
Go, Rogue, go.
Make a sleight of hand check at
19.
advantage.
Nope, at advantage, that would be. Nope, still 19.
Sweet.
19. As you play around with the lock, probe for weaknesses, you get the lock open. But as you get the lock open and are about to open the door, you hear thump, 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 thump
From where?
from behind you.
Oh, like coming down the stairs?
There is you look behind you as there is a passageway that leads into somewhere. So like it's some sort of
Ah, shit.
cave exit.
Rookie mistake. We didn't turn around.
Thump,
What's thunking towards us?
thump.
It's right
And
behind me, isn't he?
as this creature gets closer, you can hear this creature bellow. Get away from there.
You see what it is?
You see that this creature, you can safely assume, is the black spider. As he steps out, you can tell that this is not an ordinary black spider. It's not a giant spider. It is a spider dragon hybrid.
What the fuck?
Ew. Nasty.
Not
Drool dripping from its mouth. You can see kind of some tiny creatures gestating from its skin, trying to escape.
guys, I'm not sure we
Ew.
can negotiate with this one.
As
Fireball!
I don't
as
care how big the room is.
I don't care how big the room is, I cast Fireball. So you notice the spider dragon hybrid, and as you take a closer look, there are egg sacs all over the place in these little hidden nooks and crannies that you didn't quite notice before.
Hopefully they're flammable.
And they anyone can roll a nature check.
For
Knowledge nature to identify what these egg sacs are.
I bet you they're spider
16.
eggs.
21.
That works.
21, yeah. It easily does it as Azio and Sharian. You can easily identify these egg sacs as spider egg sacs. And as we go into combat, that is going to be it for today's session of Minds of Phandelver.
Nice.
Be sure to join us for the final episode. I'll see you all. Final episode for real this time. I will see you all next time. Bye. Have a great time. Peace out, motherfuckers.
Peace.